Hi Taurus, welcome to Higher Source Tarot for your weekly tarot check. This is for the week of May 16th through May 23rd for all Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Happy birthday to you. I hope you are having a wonderful season as it comes to a close here. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I'm glad you're here. I post new readings every Friday and every Monday. So if a reading doesn't resonate, you can check back in a couple of days. Check a different part of your chart or just look around on Mondays too, because the format is different every week on Monday. Thanks to everybody too for subscribing and hitting that like button and just watching the readings. I appreciate it all. If you haven't subscribed yet, I'd love to invite you to join us and subscribe so that way you'll know when anything new is posted here too. And let's get the guidance for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What messages do you have for Taurus, please? What does Taurus need to know? Okay. All right, so we are going to begin here with the tarot, and then we'll have the angel answers here too. You start off with the Knight of Swords. Ooh, the Queen of Swords. The Eight of Pentacles, the King of Cups, the Sun, and the Two of Pentacles. A lot of money activity here. You've got the Eight of Wands and the Six of Wands. Well, you've definitely got communication coming in, and I feel like it brings you great joy, you know, and it may, some of you, it may be communication from somebody that you've lost touch with for a while, and they, you know, they know you've got a birthday. For those of you, this is your sun sign or you've had one, they just want to reconnect. But I do feel like it brings in, I mean, whatever this is, it's like the communication is this thing that starts some movement forward big time that's going to make you really happy. If it's something job related, because you have some nice elements here for money too. Again, I feel like it brings you into this place where things are all coming together. It really feels like a new phase. You have here Leo. You've got fire in general, Aries, Leo, Sag, air, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You've got water, and you've got earth, Taurus, Virgo, Cap. So if something's going to happen that seems really fast, it really takes off. So if it's a job, it may seem like it comes out of nowhere where you're not even looking, and somebody says, hey, I'm making a killing at this job. You should try to get in here. And it may seem like it just happens almost overnight. Like I said, too, I feel like you have unexpected contact from somebody. That may be for some of you. Or if you're already in a relationship, it takes a turn, but it moves forward in a very positive way. But whatever this is, it's rapid, okay? It's rapid fire. It moves forward. And knights have good intentions. So it's not I don't see anything here that would indicate it's a negative kind of communication or something that would be disappointing at all. I feel like whatever you've put your point of attraction on, your focus on, this is the kind of momentum that will really speed things up. So keep doing your meditation before bed and visualizing, because it's working for you, Taurus. So the Queen of Swords is also a great communicator. Okay, very articulate energy coming through, your own ability to see what you want, know what you want, and to be very direct about it. And I feel like people appreciate the directness. You get to the chase, and it's very clear. Anything you write is very clear. Anything you send in an email, for instance, will be clear to people. And it might even be a source of clearing things up. If there's a confusing thread, I'm seeing like an email thread of 15 responses, and there's somebody that like doesn't get it, and I feel like for somebody here, you get involved in that and it really clears things up. But with the Queen of Swords, it's using your intellect, it's using your wit too. The only thing with her you have to be a little careful of, she can be rather caustic, kind of that sarcastic energy, and so just not to, you know, get into a place where someone misunderstands that, especially if they're a bit slow on the uptake, right? And then you start coming in with sarcasm and they're already confused. Not always a great combination. She is, though, also the widow of the tarot. It's like, but she's learned from her wounds. She doesn't live there. So anything that's been painful for you in the past, I don't see it here. It shows recovery. It shows healing. It shows moving forward. So with the Eight of Pentacles, eights are movement. And you've got the Eight of Pentacles and the Eight of Wands right next to each other. And so with this, you're building a future. In terms of a relationship, it's building stability moving forward, long-term commitment. And whatever you do here, it's like laser focused. You absolutely know that things are going to move in the right direction. If it's a job or a money, something with money where you're making a decision that's going to affect your finances, you'll do what you need to do to make the best decision. This is not hasty. Even though you do have some quick moving energy, this is being smart about it. It's building up that money. So there's not a danger here of doing something dumb where you would end up losing money. In terms of a relationship too, like I said, it's being committed, being all in, and even with health, this can be being very focused on a goal. I see somebody running a lot, running a long distance. So if you're training for something, you're going to be happy with the outcome. You're doing the stuff that you need to along the way to prepare. And so the King of Cups is a card of not only a very mature relationship with real love, it's vulnerability. It's being in a relationship where you can say what you want and there's no fear of, I don't want to scare the other person off. Look, if that's part of a relationship, it's not a mutual relationship. If the other person gets scared off, right? Who would want to attract that? So with this, it's someone who is able to commit, is able to be a great partner, very kind, loving energy, someone who I see like hopscotch and like kids games. They may be kind of a kid at heart, or maybe if they're, if they don't have kids themselves, they've got like nieces or nephews that they're really good with. And they're just a really kind of fun person to be around. This is also a card of self-development too. So for some, as you are investing in your time into things, that Eight of Pentacles, it may also indicate getting more information in terms of self-development, taking classes. They might even be free classes, like on spirituality or other things that you're interested in learning about. But I do feel like it's you moving forward and getting a very well-rounded, it's like this well-rounded development in your own life. It's really nice. So, of course, the Sun, everyone loves to see this. I mean, it's a complete acceptance. It's mastery. This revolutionizes your life. It's like this sort of tipping point that brings in a glorious, vibrant energy over everything. You walk into a room in this energy and people feel it. There's no shortage conscious here. Very high vibrational energy. It's a pure positivity. So it will be a nice period for you in terms of feeling really up. Every day you're ready to go into work. On the weekends, you don't feel like sleeping every day. You want to get out and do things. You want to see people, interact with people. In terms of a relationship, it's like getting along really well. It's very harmonious energy and it's unconditional. And the other thing too is it affects every part of your life. The sun shines on everything. It doesn't pick and choose and say, well, you're a turtle, you might get too hot if I shine on you. It just illuminates everything in your life. So very beautiful, blessed energy. The Two of Pentacles is a little bit of a decision here. Again, with the finance stuff, you may have a decision to make, but I feel like you're going to make the right decision. You have communication coming in, and that will be helpful to bring in that discernment to know what to do. But it may be for a while that you're quite busy with some things too. And this kind of keeps you juggling things. But overall, I see it moving forward in a relationship, or for those of you where it's a career kind of a thing and bringing in more money. So the Eight of Wands is the arrows of love in the tarot. It's that communication that says, I want something committed here. I want to move forward with this. And so some of you, if it's in a developing stage, it may just be that consistency that you start to see in the beginning of a relationship. You get the communication and it may seem like it comes out of nowhere, but then it builds. It's not an in and out at all. It's stable. And there's a reassuring energy with this. So there's no confusion here about do they or don't they. So with the Six of Wands, it's got you flying high. He's victorious. This is a card of success, victory, conquering everything. It's like winning at life. And with the Six of Wands, you see that wreath of victory hanging on the wand. And also, too, he wears a wreath of victory, that crown of victory over his head. So in this energy, as you move forward, Taurus, There's nothing out of your reach. There's nothing out of your limit. And I also feel like you get a lot of attention in this energy as well. And you have it with the sun here too. I mentioned that. It's like people are just magnetized towards you. And so they can feel the energy and they want to be around it, you know. And so some of you, I see somebody having some kind of a patio, like a cookout or drinks or something like that. I feel like you're hosting it though. So some of you, if you have that on the docket, that'll be fun. You definitely have a very fun energy around you with clarity and communication. There's nothing here to be warned about, okay? So otherwise I would. Sometimes that comes in and then you say, well, it never happened. Well, you were open to the suggestion, you know, you're listening to the guides and responding accordingly. That'll save you a trip if you do that. So let's see about timeline. A yes, no, maybe for Taurus, please. All right, you have meditation brings answers. And honestly, with all this movement forward, it's not really in the tarot, but boy, it's a good idea. Because when you get momentum going like that, it won't slow it down at all, but it can help you be more in sync with it so that you don't get a restlessness brought in by the sudden movement forward. Let go and let God, let go and let the universe, let it go and let it flow. So that's all we got to say about that. No need to worry. I agree with that. I don't see anything here to be concerned about or certainly worried about. Now, I say in the near future, so things are definitely with the swords and the 8 of Wands moving forward here. You've got choose a new direction. So with this, you do have a lot of focus in this energy. Sometimes we can get so specific that we're telling the universe how to do things. The universe has I find it to be a very peculiar method at times, but it's funny to me the way things work out, right? You go, I would have never chosen that path, but the end result was exactly what I wanted. So with this, you've got to be careful. You may have to go general and really just think about what you want and why you want it. How it would feel to have it is even better. And let the universe figure out the details. You don't even need to worry about it. It'll happen as long as you believe. So great things are happening for you, Taurus. I love you, and I'll be back again soon.